Hello, lovely prackies. I am checking in to have a chat to you about what is going to be happening with the Let's Get Physical training over the next 9 months. In full disclosure, I literally just recorded this for you guys as a live in the group, and it was a ripper. Spoke to you guys about all the details and what's been going on for about 17 minutes, and there was literally no sound to the video. So as business owners, you guys will know how frustrating it is when that happens. So it is round 2, and I have checked to make sure that my earphones are working and that there is sound. So I can see that someone's watching. Just as a double check, can you please let me know that you can hear me so I don't make that mistake again? Okay, so what's been going on? Obviously 2020 has been a bit of a humdinger for all of us, hasn't it? This year the Let's Get Physical brand and training was going to be doing a lot of overseas travel, and there was going to be a lot of volunteering and give back element to the training, which was going to be phenomenal. And obviously that has been put on pause for obvious reasons. So we are now using all of the beautiful innovation and beautiful tech developments that we have on offer to bring it all to you online, which is pretty exciting. So the other day, I've been thinking about doing this for a while, and the other day, a lot of you are parents just like me, and I was talking to my youngest daughter. So, oh, thanks, Miriam, you can hear me, great. So I was talking to my youngest daughter. I've got 2 girls. One is 14 today, actually. So that's a pretty exciting day in our household, and the honey is only 10. So we all know how ruthless little girls can be. She comes home and there's drama and there's all things going on and friendships and yeah. So we were talking through it, and we were having a conversation about what was going on and how we could get resolution and excuse me, and all of the things. And one of the things that I said to her was, okay, so this is the way things are at the moment, and it's making you feel upset, and it's making you feel this way and that way and angry and all of the things. So, we can't control what other people do and a lot of what else happens, but the only thing that we can control is ourselves and what we do. And if we want things to be different, we have to do things differently. So, are you going to stay in the argument, and are you going to stand there and argue, or are you just going to go away and play with the kids that have been nice to you and having a good time? And it was a really great conversation, and I walked away and I went, this is exactly, as I'm sure you guys have these experiences with your children as well, and your patients, because as we know, a lot of the time what presents to us are things that we need to learn about as well. So I walked away and I just went, this is exactly what I need to share with you guys, and I need to take my own advice. So, the upcoming membership is all about doing things differently, about taking this new information and applying it practically to your cases, applying it practically to your clinic, to your existing clients and new clients, and of course, which is going to help get a different outcome. So I teach this subject at college, and I've actually just wrapped up a intensive, which was a really interesting time to be teaching this subject, I tell you. And it was beautiful. I just enjoy talking about this stuff in general. So for me, it's great, but it's a really different conversation talking to qualified prackies who are in business and who are actually treating people, because for the students it's very theoretical, it's very hypothetical as well, because they're not in clinic yet, but you guys are actually at the coalface and using it. So I actually thought to myself, I was like, okay, so with this membership, not only are we going to be learning all of the techniques, all of the techniques that you need for clinic as a natural health pracky, getting the insights and the tips and the tricks and all of the little how-tos and tweaks on how to do that well within your practice. But we're actually going to be taking it one step further, and we're going to be deep diving into different presentations that you'll be seeing, and the physical exams that you'll be doing, what you can expect to find, what you possibly, with a lot of talk about red flags, because I feel that's super, super important. Excuse me. And yeah, so a lot of talk about red flags and different presentations that you might be seeing and what you would do in those cases. And also, you know, writing a really, really good referral letter so that you are super confident with that. Miriam, yes, practical is certainly more challenging. Yeah, it is. And also what we're going to be doing is we're going to be deep diving into how to make it work into your practice, your consultation time, your business as well. And I was going to discuss the bonuses in a minute, but anyway, I'll just talk about that now. One of the bonuses that I have lined up while we're on the topic of that is a guest interview with Rebecca Lang, who has really, really nailed the physical examination, not just within her consult time, but she's also as an offering. So there's different offerings that she's got for consultations and for physical exams and things like that. So I'm going to be chatting to her about how she does that and how she does that really well. Okay, so now, once again, the difference between talking to students and talking to natural health prackies like you guys that are already qualified is that there is also the element of being able to talk to you guys about your business and about how you map things out and plan things. So if any of you guys have ever worked with Tammy Guest, and she does amazing work, and she basically shows you how to map out and create e-courses and programs and things like that really easily. And one of her methods to do that is the post-it note method that I learned from her. So I'm going to flip you around and you can have a little look, and we're going to talk about the modules of the membership and what we're going to be deep diving into. All right, so first of all, we get started. We are going to be talking about building confidence, building rapport. We're going to be talking about the equipment. Now, not just the things that you need, but the things that you don't need, because one thing that I notice is that there's a bit of confusion, not just about equipment, but brands and the different quality that you need to get started. We're moving on in the next month. We're moving on to vital signs and the basics. So not only are you going to be learning all the vitals and how to do them, so manual blood pressure all the way. We're going to be talking about pulse, respiration, temperature, what all these things mean. We're going to be talking about the red flags involved, and we're going to be talking about your general inspection of the person. So we're going to be talking about what different colors mean, what different temperatures, and there's going to be lots of really great insight into that. The next month, we're deep diving into the respiratory system. With all of our body systems, basically, as I said, we're going to be looking at when to assess. So what common presentations will be turning up to your clinic that would make you go, oh, okay, I'm going to do a respiratory assessment. And then obviously how to save time by nailing it down further to which ones within the respiratory assessment are relevant. So tactile fremitus, and then symmetrical expansion. We're going to be talking and learning about auscultation and the different breath sounds and what they mean. Let me just turn you around. We are going to be talking about percussion. We're going to be talking about palpation and the different things to look out for as well. That's really important. Then we're going to be moving on to the abdominal area. And once again, we're going to be deep diving into all of the assessments there and how to do them. And again, we're going to be talking about how to really make sure that you are doing it properly, that you're doing the relevant ones, and all the red flags as well. Let me turn you around again because this is super exciting. This is something that I have not taught yet to you guys. Obviously, I've taught it at college. Musculoskeletal, which very, very closely ties in with neurological. And that's why they sit side by side as modules. So with a musculoskeletal assessment, you're going to be learning about how to assess full range of motion from the sort of basically from the head to the toe with the different joints and the different muscles. Obviously, you're going to be learning about which ones are relevant and which ones are not according to different presentations. You're going to be learning how to ascertain whether something is muscular or possibly a joint issue. You're going to be learning how to do an examination to check for a herniated disc, which is very relevant and is done in hospitals and really, really helpful if you can add that to your referral letter. In neurological, we go through all of the cranial nerves, which is super important. We are going to be talking about reflexes and how to do all of those. And then also we're going to be assessing gait. So you know, what different gaits mean. And importantly with neurological assessment is, once again, we're going to be thinking, talking, looking, doing, and about all of the neurological assessments and how to add them to a referral letter, because we don't need to know everything. We're not neurologists. We just need to be able to pick up on things that aren't quite right. So so there'll be a lot of talk about red flags in that part of the membership. All right, then we move on to thyroid. And as a lot of you know, there is a lot of thyroid issues that show up in clinic. So we'll be learning about the physical examinations with thyroid, and we'll also be talking to thyroid guru Tara Nelson about how she really builds rapport with her thyroid peeps and the physical exams that she just does as a no-brainer. We're going to be moving on to the head. So we're going to be deep diving into lymphatic palpation. We're going to be talking about facial analysis, which is really cool and something to really keep in the back of your mind all the time. We're going to be learning how to assess the air, the throat, nose and mouth. And especially for you guys that see a lot of children, being able to assess for air infection and things like that. Let me just turn you around again. So it's one of the things that's really, really overlooked in our industry is a lot of practice just aren't looking in children's ears, which is a massive contributing factor with behavioural problems. So as far as I'm concerned, if you are working with children, or anyone that has behavioural issues, that has balance issues, what we're doing is we're working out, is it a neurological issue or is it a ear infection? So we'll be working out how to do this. The other new exciting inclusion to the training, cardiovascular. So we are going to be tying in blood pressure, capillary refill. We're going to be talking about pulses again. We're going to be talking about peripheral pulses. We're going to be talking about heart sounds, what we can hear, what we should expect to hear, what we're not interested in hearing because we're not cardiologists, and also some anthropometrics such as the waist-hip ratio and what that means with other concomitant cardiovascular signs, so that once again you will be able to write you'll be confidently be able to write referral letters with some of your findings in a really succinct way. So at the end, we will pull it all together, and the bonuses will be available throughout the 9 months as well. So when I talk about pulling it all together, basically, yes, we will be, but all the way through talking about cases and what it means. But towards the end, because we have got all of this new knowledge under our belt, we're really going to deep dive into cases so that you can really quick fire, bang, 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 choose the relevant physical examinations, make the succinct documentation and referral letter so that you look super professional. I promise you that if you're able to write a really good referral letter, you are going to be of absolute benefit for your client, and you are going to be able to create some pretty good referral partners. Bonuses. So the bonuses are you're going to be getting some bonus webinars from me with extra trainings on different things. You're also going to, at the moment, I've got 11 guest speakers locked in who are going to be deep diving into their niche, into their own demographic that they are experts in. I'm going to be asking for gold nuggets. So it is the expert insight interview, so all the E's and all the I's. And basically I'm going to be extracting all the little gold nuggets from them about how to really build rapport and build that relationship within that niche that they're working in. And I've already recorded the first one yesterday. It was beautiful. It was really beautiful, and I know you guys are going to get a lot of aha moments from those. So as I said, we have got pediatrics, we've got thyroid, we've got someone that is just nailing the consultations and the offerings and the timings, Rebecca Lang. So we're going to be talking to her about that. I'm talking to another expert about anxiety. I'm going to talk to another expert about how to build relationship and maintain a relationship and be of absolute utmost service to the busy, burnt out mum. So you are getting great results with her, but not putting more pressure on her. And obviously children, and so much more. It's an absolute privilege to be able to talk to these people who are so knowledgeable in all these areas. So the membership is going to be kicking off. So we're starting mid-September, and the doors are going to be opening in about a week or two. I'll have to confirm that with my VA. I'm going to put the link, if you are interested, to register so that you don't miss the doors opening for this. Yes, so pricing, I am finalizing pricing at the moment because in the spirit of doing things differently, I am wanting this to be priced as... I wanted this to be priced as an absolute no-brainer for you guys. I want it to be a 9-month marathon and not a 9-month sprint. It is going to be all of the cheat sheets, all of the videos, all of the theory. There's going to be monthly Zoom calls where we deep dive into content and what it means and red flags and all of the things. And I wanted it to be priced so that over 9 months, you're taking your time with it, you're doing it, you're actually doing it. And it's not a quick, learn, and then never do. So it is going to be priced as a bit of a no-brainer. I'm finalizing that price because obviously what I need to make sure is that I am not cutting myself short too. It's going to be something that is very, very valuable for you. Okay, so if you have any questions, please hit me up. Don't even hesitate to message me with any questions that you have or pop them in the comments. I will pop the link in so you can register your interest, and I will speak to you all very soon. Have a great day.